So, guys, welcome back. Obaseki, who is the PDP candidate in Edo's governorship election, is actually topping the chart at the moment. He's actually the incumbent governor. Okay, so he has hinted that the PDP, which is his party, may not sign a peace accord with other political parties. And this is a very landmark stuff in the political landscape of Edo State. So I'll let you watch this video so that you can get to understand all that transpired when he visited the INEC office in Benin City.
Governor Godwin Obaseki says his party will not sign the peace accord scheduled for Thursday in Benin. Obaseki hosted former head of state and chairman of the National Peace Committee, Abdul Salami Abubakar, in Benin City. Obaseki cited the continued arrest of members of the party by security operatives as a reason for not signing the accord. He's also asking that they redeploy the police commissioner in Edo State and the resident electoral commissioner who has been allegedly linked to the FCT minister, Nyesom Wike.
Your Excellency, the purpose of the Peace Committee coming to Edo State is, I'm sure you must be aware, there is going to be a signing of peace accord between the gubernatorial candidates and the parties. That is to ensure that there is no mudslinging during the campaign, and then we accept the results as long as it is free and fair. And also, if there is any misgivings, the court should be there, but vital.
We've had situations where, from the Inspector General's office, there are armed gangs of policemen who have come into Edo State to just invade, arrest, and take away PDP members. As we speak, there are about 10 in detention in Abuja without trial. And for me, it's been made nonsense of by the IG. Because the commission arrests, we heard somebody was arrested, the chairman was arrested. I called the commissioner. I said, please, I understand this has happened. Please look into it and let me know. He said, I'll come back to you, sir. And he just refused, he ignored me, didn't say anything. It was the next morning at 4 a.m., he moved that person to Abuja. And I said, speak the out there. So, sir, how can we sign a peace accord? Why should we? Because clearly what they're saying is it's going to be a very violent election. And they're going to use the forces of coercion and intimidation to win the elections in Edo, whether we like it or not. That's the message. I am glad the IG is in town. We say no until everybody arrested in Edo is released or brought back to Edo to be tried for whatever offenses you claim they've committed. We have no confidence that the police is going to protect us.
Lack of confidence in the police's ability to remain neutral. It's only a few more days to go. 21 or 21st of September is the date, and today is 12th of September, so we have 12 more days actually to go to the elections. Your take on this story?
It's a very sad one. And these are grounds for the president, as the commander-in-chief, to be able to intervene here. See, I don't like to take things at face value because I like to look for the empirical facts. But some of the insinuations made are now beginning to look like it. When Asue Gudalu, the candidate of the PDP, was here, he made, claims like this. In fact, I remember pressing him for the facts. And he says these people have been arrested and taken to Abuja. The question I'd like to ask them is it only the PDP people that are doing all this infraction? What about the APC people and other political parties? Is this a political witch hunt? What is the police IG doing as regards this? Can't their offenses be charged to court already? Why is this happening in Edo? And I'd like to call on President Tinubu, please, we must allow for a level playing field as regards the Edo elections. But also I'd like to call on Governor Obaseki. It's not enough grounds not to say they are not going to sign the peace accord, or the party's candidate is not going to sign the peace accord. Because not signing the peace accord is a full establishment of the fact that things might go south. Signing the peace trust in state apparatus to ensure fairness. I know we can go back in history about people who have not signed the peace accord, but it's a trust that people will play fairly. So you say you are not signing the peace accord, then you are not any different from those perpetrating all of this. But we condemn the police and we condemn all of these activities. I want the police to give us a robust response to why people from a certain political party are being arrested. The peace accord, as it is just a convention. There's nothing that binds you to signing it. We all know that. But it's a convention that over the years we've all respected because we want a fluidity. And we want some kind of concord in our electoral process. That's why we signed it.
All right, Dr. Bati.
Okay, the National Peace Committee, as it is known, is part of the legacy of General Abdulsalami Abubakar. The second major legacy of General Abdulsalami Abubakar was that he was the Nigerian head of state who presided over the transition from military rule to civilian rule in 1999, and he did that successfully. I recall that, when we were in government, I had to interface with that National Peace Committee for the 2015 general election. And I was on the phone with General Abdulsalami Abubakar and other members in that peace committee. And President Jonathan, took part in that exercise. Since then, there have been, of course, developments within the National Peace Committee, reminding people of the needs in elections at both the subnational level and also at the national level. And if you look at the profile of the members of that National Peace Committee, you have General Abdulsalami Abubakar as the leader. You have the likes of Alhaji Aliko Dangote, Femi Otedola is also a member of that committee. Dame Priscilla Kuye, was also named as a member. Bishop Matthew Asan Kuka, also a member. Commodore Ebichu Ikiwe as member. I can go on and on and on, from the media, we have, our father, Sam Amuka Pemo, Sam. We have John Momo ON of Channel. So there seems to be a broad-based consensus that elections are not war in Nigeria. Elections must be peaceful. Now, even if the exercise is symbolic at every major election where the National Peace Committee intervenes, I think it is important to remind Nigerians who are perpetually at war over what should be determined by the consensus of the people in every election, symbolically, that election is supposed to be free and fair. To that extent, the legacy of General Abdulsalami Abubakar, I think, is something that should be respected. Now, let me go to Edo State. The grouse of Governor Obaseki is that it looks like the police and INEC are pro-APC ahead of the September 21 election in Edo State. Our position, as informed analysts, is that that election should be determined by the over 2 million people, who are registered voters in that state. Those who have not collected their PVCs, INEC has given them an extension to collect it. It should not be determined by partisan persons who, as Godwin Obaseki pointed out, are trying to use federal might. The second leg of the argument by Governor Obaseki and also the PDP chairman in Edo State, as the Egbemi, is that, look, the police commissioner in Edo State is a pro-Wike person. Wike is featuring prominently. They say whether it's Wike's cousin that is either the police commissioner or the resident electoral commissioner. So the police commissioner, they say is pro-Wike. The resident electoral commissioner, they say is pro-Wike, you know, and that he had even served under Wike before. So you find a situation where Obaseki is afraid that, you know, Minister Wike is going to interfere in the election in Edo State. And he says he has also seen evidence that there is interference. 90 political leaders in Edo State have been PDP leaders, have been arrested. He's saying that they may not sign a peace accord because they believe that it has been compromised, the process has been compromised before the election. These are issues I think that the government should not take lightly.
So, as you have heard from this video, there are lots of expectations on the part of INEC and all the political parties that will be involved in the gubernatorial process in Edo State. Okay, so I would like you to share your thoughts. What did you learn, and what's your view about this video you just watched? So, meanwhile, like this video, subscribe to this channel, and turn on your post notification icon so that you will always get notified whenever we upload new videos. So, see you guys more soon.